All right. I think we are live. Uh, all right. Mhm. Okay. I think I have to delete this thing. Mm, mm, what's this? What is this? Split over here. Remove the hashtag art. All right. So I have posted the video detail on Twitter and LinkedIn. Let's see who else gonna join. Okay, so shall we start or should we wait for few people to join? Anyways, yes. So what we tried find out on last stream is we encountered these two crates. One is notify. Yeah, one is notify, and another one was SHA-2, right? So we'll take help of these two things. So let's start with this thing. So first of all, we'll create few basic file watcher functionalities. So what we are going to do. Hmm. So what we'll do is, let's say we have a directory over here. So what we are going to develop, we'll create a kind of a service that will track this folder for the given directory. And if anything changes inside this, so if any change occurs here, it will be reported, right? So we are going to make this and we'll make it recursive. So let's say there are multiple files and folders. So we want that if a new folder is created inside a directory and inside that we'll create a new file, then it should be tracked as well, right? So I think Notify has this simple flag over here that let me just open this documentation. It has a simple flag over here that will track the given directory recursively. That is this thing, recursive mode, recursive, right? So we are going to do this. Uh, so if anyone is watching this stream, please leave a like and let's hang out on chat. So this is what we are going to make for now. It's a simple file watcher. Good morning. So this is what we will create for now, a simple file watcher. Right. So we will build this. It will not be like very much difficult. It will be a simple thing to do because we have the documentation over here. It has almost all the things implemented. So let's first understand how we will start with this. So what we'll do is when creating the application, uh, first of all, we will hard code the directory path. Then later we will create a kind of CLI functionality to it so that the user enters the directory itself, and that will track from that input, right? So we will provide a directory path. Our system will take the directory path and like feed that into this this part.new, right? We will use the directory path over here and we'll check it recursively. So basically it's doing is using a channel, and it has transmission and this receiver part, and all the events that will be received over here, this part, we will use this. So on this we will keep track of what event it's firing, and based on that event we will simply log those things, right? So we'll do that with different configuration. Watcher, recommended watcher. Yes. Okay. So I think we should start implementing this. So let's create a new project over here. Let's say cargo new. Uh, let's say file watcher. All right. So, so I'm starting the project now. I think we don't have much people over here. So if anyone joins in between, please let me know in the chat, and also please let me know about the font size that you are seeing. If it's okay, then we can continue. Otherwise, if you are new to the stream, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video, and feel free to hang out on the chat. So should I wait or just start? I think it will be a short stream. Mm, let's do one thing. Let's hang out on this first. Let's see if people joins, then we'll start. Mm, mm, we can also guys, if you are watching this, please leave a like and feel free to hang out on chat. So we are going to create a simple file watcher in Rust. So I just like created a just started a project using Cargo, but I'm just waiting for a few people to join. Okay, I think we are receiving something. Oh, June 26 announcing Rust May project goals update. By the way, if you know any site that I can visit for the latest updates, please let me know in chat. Hmm. So what are the changes in if you have previous version of the stuff you can get this by this. We don't have to already get the stuff from the appropriate page of your website. And let chains feature allows chaining let statement inside if and while condition. Ooh, okay. Let's see. So for example, this snippet combines multiple conditions which would have required nesting if let and if blocks before, but now we can do this let chaining. So we'll use and it will chain all these if let conditions, if conditions. Yes, let chains are only available in Rust 20.4 edition. That this feature depends on if let temporary scope change for the more consistent over earlier efforts. So we have naked functions as well. So I think this is a good blog post. So the latest Rust announcement is 1.88.0, and we have few things over here. First is let chains. So you can visit this. Let me just copy this, post it on chat. Okay. So guys, if you are watching this stream, please leave a like and feel free to explore my other videos as well. And also let me know if you are able to see mm, this thing over here. Hmm. So release info and then let this v and then major okay. Let's change was stable exposure. Hmm. Earlier filtered. Okay. Rust now supports writing naked functions with no compiler guaranteed epilogue and prologue, allowing full control over the interface only for a second. Okay. This is more ergonomic. Alternative to cunning function is global ASM. The naked function is marked with unsafe naked attribute and its body consists of a single naked ASM call. Okay. Forage million configuration. Save configuration has to setting cargo automatic cache cleaning. Stabilized APIs. Okay, so I think we should start now. If anyone joins in between, they can join. Uh, the only problem is I don't have electricity and soon the UPS will be out too. So I'll have to unfortunately come on my laptop. Anyways, let's see how it goes. So let's open this thing. Sarsi main. Yeah, my UPS is out. Let me just do this thing. Close this thing. Remove this. All right. Now I can simply do this. Okay. So I hope everything should be fine. Let's see. Okay, great. So let's start building. Let me just do this. Okay. So we are going to use this thing. Let me just open chat as well. Rahul bhai, good morning. So All right. So let's implement this thing. I think we have fewer people joining today. Okay. So we have this file main that will be our entry point. So we need to figure out a few things over here. First of all, we need input that user will pass. Definitely we'll make this CLI later, but for now we will hard code this thing. So we need an input that is directory path that will pass to watch, right? Second, we will check status of our utility. That should be simple. We'll simply create a function on our utility that will just return OK, right? So let's start creating this architecture. So we should create a folder that says what we'll do. Let's make it core. Inside this we need this file. Inside this we can create file watcher.rs, and let's do this thing. Node file watcher, right? uh, Over here we'll create a struct, right? Let's go over here and see how this is working. So we need a transmission and receiver over here, and inside this receiver part we'll receive our events, and based on that events we'll log those output. Hmm. Okay guys, if you're watching this, please leave a like and feel free to hang out on chat. Also, I provided a pinned a link on this chat, so you can visit and see what all updates are there on the Rust 1.88 version. Yep. Okay. So we can create a struct over here that says file watcher or file monitor, and then we can start creating function. Uh, it will return. Do you should not? Shall we? No. Let's do simply this thing. Right, so we have this file watcher, and we need to import here as well. So we'll do mod core. We'll use okay, let's see if it's able to do this. All right, it's saying we haven't used it. Of course we'll use it somewhere on the main file. How is chat going? एडिटर वाली स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रही है। एडिटर वाली स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रही है, क्या बात कर रहे हो? जस्ट वे, अच्छा हाँ यार, स्क्रीन कैप्चर इसको यहाँ पे रखने क्या, दिखनी तो चाहिए। एक मिनट। अभी भी नहीं दिख रही होगी शायद, मुझे तो नहीं दिख रही ओबीएस पे। स्क्रीन कैप्चर, अच्छा, अभी दिख रही है? भी दिख रही होगी शायद, आई होप। और ऐसे। हम्म। और अब मैं अगर इसको ऐसे करूँ। ओके, चलो सही हो गया फिर। ये थोड़ा सा स्लो भी चल रहा है, तो शायद अब दिखने लगेगी। ठीक हो गया। तो ये सीन। All right. So we have created this folder core and we have created a module over here, file watcher. We'll start implementing on this struct. So we have created a struct. We are now implementing uh, this struct. So we have created a new. This will help, will act as our status thing. We'll call this in our main file. So this status part will be done over here. Let me just do this. Right. So we can do this thing, println status. Now we'll call new over here. So new will be of file watcher, right? So let's see if it's able to fetch. Let's say core file watcher. Hmm, file watcher, let's go inside this, and we have a new function over here that is up and running. Not of value. No, I think we have to return something from here. So let's do this thing. Let's say we return a string from here, and we'll do check status. We'll return a string, and we'll return up and running. So let's see. Okay. So these are warnings. I think it's building. So the one warning is we haven't used check status. That's fine. We'll do it. So people, if you're watching this, please leave a like and hang out on chat. Also, let me know if everything is good. All right. Leave a like, people. Anyways, let's see how it goes. Rust Delhi. Not endorsed by foundation. This thing is quite vibe coding hypothesis. Yes. Okay, okay, exit. CHEC status. We need to have something like this. So how we can get this? So we have core, we have file watcher dot. Why I'm not getting this? I should be getting this. What happened here? It's public. I have to make this public. Let's see if it. Seriously. Argument. What am I using? JavaScript? This is the way to do. Alright, let's see. Yes, we are good. Let's run this thing. Status up and running. Alright. Uh, so I think we have linked our file watcher module with the main file. So each time we will run this file, we will have to check this status. So it's nothing other than simple message emitting from this file monitor. Right. So we have to extend our implementation. Let's say now we need to do this thing. Where is the scale draw? Yeah. Now we need to create, we need to pass a directory path that our watcher will check, right? And this watcher, like this, will create a channel and will keep track of this response events that it fires, and we'll simply log that thing. So it's very simple. Half of the functionality is done in this documentation part. We'll simply paste it from here. So the main motive is to understand how this will work. So we have a directory, and any change that we do on this directory will be tracked recursively. And for recursive checking, we have a field over here, as you can see, that is recursive mode as recursive. So with this flag, it will check recursive, like all the changes recursively on this path. Yes. So this step is very simple. The first step is very simple. The next maybe where we have to keep track of we have to check for race conditions, and we'll have to implement debouncing over here. That is quite difficult, right? So we will not like keep track of every event that is being fired on this thing. So we'll have to implement debouncing over there. So but for starter we will have to implement a simple file watcher just to make our concept. All right, people, if you're watching this, please leave a like and let me know in comments if everything is working. So I'm pausing in between, like not going to implement this thing from like very fast so that we can gain some audience. Then we'll start implementing. Also in comments, if you want me to check out some links, you can also let me know. Futures and async syntax. Future is a value that may not. So I think if anyone is from JavaScript backend, then this you can fairly understand how this async await works. But I think we should go in detail if you are using like async futures and all in Rust. But don't just simply use async await just like in JavaScript. I mean, it will be easier for you to understand this. My first async program. So this, wait. Chaining with the await keyword. So you can use like this chaining as well in await. So the way we do in JavaScript is kind of same. Either we use promise.all and wait for all the promises that are under the function to get resolved, or we can simply use dot then. But here you can use chaining as well. So this await dot, then it will read this text, then it will also wait for the future to return. So implement future. Guys, if you are watching this, please leave a like and let's hang out on chat. Let's hang out. Or we can start here as well. So let's keep building. We'll take pauses in between so that if we have any audience, so we can take questions and all. Yes, so now where we have created this thing, check status function that is returning a string. Now we can also create a function that will monitor. Let's name it monitor, right? It will return, let's say nothing for now. Based on this will return. So yeah, Okay, so let's go on the documentation. How it's using. It is returning a result, right? It is returning a result like this. So let's do that. Mm, Result. Okay, so for now we'll use okay and do this, right? What it's doing right now here is it is using this channel's transmission receiver. It's using a watcher. Then it's watching this path recursively and then handling this thing. Okay, let's do this thing. Mm, Anyways, let's just implement this thing. So let we have this thing. Uh, right. So we have this thing, right? Second thing what we have to do is we have to create a mutable watcher instance from this notify. Okay, so we haven't installed notify right now, so we'll use cargo add notify. Okay. Mm, Cargo add notify. All right. Let's create a mutable node instance of it. So it says cargo let mute watcher notify recommended watcher, right? And we will pass this transmitter to it variable. Use recommended watcher to automatically select the best implementation. Oh yes, one thing I had to inform you is this notify thing. If you use I notify, then it will be let me just show you. It it will work only on the Linux based system if you use I notify this thing. But if you want to make it like a cross platform, then you have to go for notify. And I think this I notify is built on top of notify, but for Linux system. I'll just show. Okay, so as you can see, please note that I notify are a relatively low level wrapper around the original I notify API. Okay, and of course it's Linux specific, just like iNotify itself. If you are looking for higher level of platform independent file system notification, please consider Notify. So this is how I have. So I was going to use this iNotify earlier. Then I read this and I go for this Notify thing because it says that if you are looking for a higher level and platform independent system, so that's why the documentation part of Notify says this: use recommended watcher to automatically select the best implementation for a platform. So this recommended watcher, if you are working on iOS, Linux, or any other platform, then this recommended watcher will automatically select the best implementation, right? So we'll okay, live stream offline. What the heck? No, why it's offline? What the heck is going on? I think we are live, right? And why it's saying we are offline. All right. So I think electricity is back. Let me just connect it with my monitor. Amazing, amazing. Oh my God. So it's messy over here. All right. So let me just do this thing. Uh, so I hope you guys can see this thing. Are you able to see this thing? No? Hmm, That's let me change the screen picture a second. Hmm. So this thing. So, all right. So people, if you are able to see my font size and all, please let me know if there is any problem. So I just switched the monitor because electricity was back. So I think we have some problem then, but it's good now. I think few tweaks on the OBS side and it's good. So let me know if audio video is perfectly fine. If you are watching this right now, leave a like. We have 6 views, but we have 0 likes. Leave a like, guys, and come on, chat. Let's hang out. All right. Anyways, let's do this. Okay, so missing generic enum result expect. Yes, let's do this thing. Mm. You know what? For now, let's not go over here. We'll simply figure out what we can do. All right, so we have channel over here. Now let's create a watcher. All right, so we have recommended watcher and we'll pass px. Now one more thing, that I think it will return a result type, right? Right. So it says it will return a result type that has a event watcher and error. So let's handle this as well. So there are multiple ways to handle this, but let's understand this thing first. Okay, let's do watcher and error occurred in watcher instance. Right. Match have incompatible types. Can we do this? All right, now we have this watcher instance over here. We are using recommended watcher, passing this thing over here. Now it says that it is not used. Let's go on the documentation side. Now we have created watcher. Now what we'll do is we'll use watcher.watch. We'll pass a path and we'll give a flag if you want it recursive. Guys, please let me know if you are able to like receive good audio video. I hope that will be fine. So this thing is over here. Now add a path to be watched. All files and directories at the path below will be monitored for changes. So now we need to add a path to be watched. Hmm. Add a path to be watched. So we need a path, buddy. We need a path. Uh, so this function monitor will receive a path. What do we call it? MSTR. Let's not move for now. So now we need to do new thing over here that says watcher dot watch. It takes a path and a recursive mode. Right. So it says path. No, 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 no. It take a reference of path, right? So we'll use path new, new, and what new has is it wraps a string slice as a path slice, right? So we need a string slice that is str. Okay, so that means this function monitor should return a path that is of type str. Okay, we can give path over here, and this recursive mode dot recursive, we'll use this, right? Now one thing over here, it's also returning a result of unit type and an error. So let's handle this as well. So for this we can simply use a match statement over here because it's a unit type, so we don't be needing anything. It will return. We can do this. Can we? We have error. Let's install this thing. Either return or true. Okay, mismatch type. All right, people. So we handled the case for watching the path on this string slice, a directory path over here. Now what we need to do is we need to track events. So for event tracking, we have this in this receiver part, right? This receiver part, we will use for loop over here. Then we will match for this response and we'll keep track of this event. So we will have event over here. So we need to create another function on the OK part of it. We'll handle that event over there based on the event type. So with different configuration recommended watcher. All right. Now I think we have everything over here. Now we need event kind. So like which event is there? Like a file has been moved, delete, renamed, created, anything. So for that, I think last we have checked is we have something called event kind, I think, right? Event kind, event kind, right? Top level event kind. Yes, so we have this enum, public enum event kind, and we will access these things over here. Either we have access, so if someone will have this thing. All right, so we will have to use this event kind thing. And yes, why the stream is going offline suddenly? I just don't understand. Guys, if you're watching this, please leave a like. Leave a like, leave a like. Mm, mm, mm. So we have this thing. We have watcher and all. Now let's handle the event part. So it says for uh, we have this in Rx, and what does Rx do? It also has a result that will return an event, right? So we can use match res. Okay, we can handle event over here, or inside the OK we can handle event. Hmm. Anyways, let's do this event we have over here, and we can handle events over here, and on error we can say error occurred while reading events, right? So now that we have matched on this response, now we'll handle the events over here, and as we know we will handle event from the event kind, right? We'll take help of event kind of notify. Okay, guys, if you're watching this stream, please leave a like and come on chat. Let's hang out on chat. Come on. All right. Let's handle event over here. Let's search London. So let's check if this is fine. All right. All right. So we'll handle event over here, and uh, let's do this thing. So what does events do? Event, right? Uh, Event. We need event kind, right? That's mm, event kind. Let's go documentation process. Okay, so we have OK event in this event we need to do. So how about like if it's either we can do here or we can create two separate matches. One is first we fetch the event and then we put a match on this event as well. How about that? How about that? So let's do one thing. Let's not handle it over here. It will be less readable. Let's do this thing event and we'll find let event equal to this. Let's do this thing. What have I done? Right. This thing. Let's do this. Does that? Okay. Great. Now we'll have to create another thing. So because we have used this function monitor over here, we'll create another thing that says pub fn handle event, right? Handle event. It will take a event, and what it does is it will return a result of unit type, and let's for now I think let's not return anything because we'll have to return something. So but for now let's create a shell, right? Okay, handle event, and here we will handle all the events based on the event. Handle all event based on the input event, right? So let's do this thing. So we have event over here. Uh, let's create mm, match. No, no, not match because if it's a event then we'll handle it over here and we will use all our result and errors and all on the handle event function. So let's do one thing. We'll say if let we'll first track the error. If it's an error then we will simply return a response, and if not we will send it to the handle events, right? So if you're watching this stream, please leave a like and feel free to hang out on chat. So we have around 10 views, 10 views, and no likes. So if you this documentation, I just don't understand. Whenever I check this, my analytics, videos analytics, it shows one view. Is it me or is it someone watching? All right, guys, let's finish this thing and then let's finish this thing. Then we'll simply close this stream. So we'll have this event, right? So it says okay. In the okay part, what we'll do is we'll say if let, we'll check if there is any error. So we will have self dot handle event, right? We'll pass event in it. Okay, so if we have any error over here, then we will print ln error part, right? Error occurred on handling events. Okay. We have, let's handle this thing, and we have error, we will simply print ln error occurred. So I think we have to close this stream, but let's finish this thing. We'll finish this functionality. We'll test it out, right? So mismatch type event found enum result, right? Mm, all right. So I think we have this handle event part. How do we do that? So we have this thing box in error, right? And to make this, we'll simply use this thing. So and for this as well, we can do a result, right? And we can say box error. And of course, we can say this thing. Found unit type only. Let's do this thing. because we have changed this thing. So let's do this. FS event watcher. No, no, no. Let's do this. Match arm 7 compatible. Expected events. So if anyone is watching this stream, please leave a like, guys, and then ooh, ooh. So we have changed this return type. So let's do one thing. If it's this recommended watcher. Okay, so we can simply do one thing. So we are saying notify the recommended watcher. We can do something is the right is equal to recommended watcher dx. So we can say print ln, right? Will occur and we can use P over here. Does that make sense? So you know what? Instead of all this thing, let's go with the documentation part. Let's do this. Let's remove this thing, match, and then what we are going to do is if on this part we can use this watcher dot watch path new requires path, and we can simply say this thing error occurred while. So let's do this and we'll paste it over here, right? So we have this thing now on the event side. What it's doing is the match on side. So guys, if you are watching this stream, you can see that there are 11 views. Please leave a like. Two content. Please leave a like, guys. Also, feel free to hang out and chat. Also, if you have anything that I want to see, you can paste it on the chat. I'll take it from there. Hmm. Hmm. So I think everyone is busy on Sunday. Good thing is weather is nice today. I think we will have a good rain over here. So, anyways, let's carry on this thing. So I think currently we are having an issue over here that says match arms have incompatible types. Expected event found a unit type. Right, so it needs an event, but it founds a unit type. So let's first of all let's go over here. If I open the browser, let's understand what this thing is. Mm, so let's go on the documentation part. Let's understand. Let's see. Do we have something like this? Channels. MPSC channel. We have RX over here, right? So, as you can see, if we want to get this events and all, we need to use this rx.recv, right? So for wells and for received, got received. So this transmission and receiver. So let's do this thing. So either we can use for receive, um, or we can use this. So let's do this thing. Rx.recv. People, if you're watching this, leave a like. This thing received immediately and received after 2 seconds. This thing waiting and all. It sleeps only. Okay. So we need this, right? RECV. So let's do this thing. Let's copy this. First of all, let's remove this thing. You know what? Let's do this thing. We'll have something later on. So let's do this. So let's say let event equal to rx.recv, right? So what it does, it has a result type that is event and an error. Okay, so let's handle this thing. We'll say match right? You have event, so it will return an event. If we have an error, what it does is it will, guys, if you are watching this, leave a like, and otherwise we have to end this stream. We are about to end this file stretch, this file watcher part. So after that we'll end the stream, and if you are watching it later, then please leave a like. Okay. So let's do this record. And I think we have to do this thing as well. You know what? Let's, because as soon as the error occurred, we want to break out of the loop. So this thing as well as break. Okay. So now that we have event, this event will be result as well, right? So we'll have to do the same thing that we have done earlier. So we'll do if let error e equal to self dot handle event then we'll say println error occurred, right? I think we are good, but we forgot one thing. We have to match this thing, right? We have to match event as well. Okay. Event, and then on error, we'll simply say, guys, if you are watching this, uh, uh, right, I think that is it. So self value is a keyword only available in method with a self parameter. Uh, we have 15 views. I don't know how it's calculating, but we haven't got a single like. I am not sure how it's doing this thing. Anyways, let's finish this as soon as possible. So now it's saying that this thing is this, right? So let's do this thing. So now it will take, we'll have a event as well, that is a event, notify event. Nothing, we got nothing. Let's see how it goes. So we have self, we have event now. We have this thing path. We'll take this path, and it's again saying this, we have to, I think, build this thing, but anyways, let's do this thing. So now we have to handle events over here, right? So event is itself notify event that will have result associated with it. So what we can do is we can say match event dot kind, event kind. Now this kind thing has event kind. Remember, if you remember, what we were doing was, uh, let me just open this thing. So as you can see, this event kind will use this event kind, right? So we have access, create, modify, remove, and also this thing over here, this event dot kind, it will have event kind, and inside that event kind we have create, remove, and modify uh, things. So we have used a match statement over here, right? So first of all, let's handle the other part. If we don't find any event, so we'll simply say some other event occurred, right? Let's do this thing. Now let's handle all the events, it says. So we'll say event kind dot we have access. So let's not include access, because if from the terminal, if we do ls or la, then it will keep reporting that part. So let's remove this. We will only handle create, modify, remove any file or folder. Okay. So let's say let's go for create. So we have one like, whoever does that, thank you very much. So now if let me just show you how it goes. So if let we are handling on create kind, right? So let's open this thing. So this create kind has these as well, any, file, folder, or other. So basically we will deal with these two things, file or folder. So if someone goes access our directory and start creating either file or folder, then we'll have to report that thing as well. Okay. So let's go, and so it's the enum, right? So we'll do create kind colon file and folder. We'll handle both case as well. For now, let's handle file. If you are watching this at later point of time, you can try it for folder as well, and then you can let me know. Uh, I'll keep looking the chats and comments if you are following along. Okay. So let's create for the this thing only. So create kind, right? So we have seen we have a enum create kind. So create kind, and we will check for file. All right. So we'll do this thing. So guys, if you're watching this, leave a like and feel free to hang out on chat. So I'll say print ln file created, and we have something over here, that is event dot paths. We'll use this 0. So now it will give us the details about the file created. Okay. So we have file created. Now let's handle the another kind, that says event kind dot. So you can handle folder as well. So let me just do it for you. Create kind dot folder, right? So we can simply go and say print ln, we can say folder created, and then you can simply do this event dot paths, the zeroth path, right? So you can handle like this. So you can also do for remove as well. So remove file, remove folder. Currently we have done create file and create folder. Let's check out these things first. We have monitor. This monitor doesn't have a self parameter. We'll say and mute self. How about this? All right. So method in this application is not used. That is monitor. So We have one like 17 views. That's highly inappropriate. So either you guys are just okay. I know it's tough to watch a boring stream on Sunday about some guy doing Rust programming and creating a file watcher who's not well, like who's not even decent in speaking English. But bear with me and leave a like. Also visit the channel as well. You can see something like informative over there. Anyways, so for starters, we have created this thing. Handle event is not working. Yes, it is. Okay, so it's not used. Okay, so now we have created a function that will monitor this thing, and we have created a handle event that will work for create event only, create event and some other event only. Right, so we'll test this out. First, let's build this thing. So we have built success apart from few warnings. These warning are about this thing because we haven't used that. So let's use this thing over here. Okay, now we need to input a directory path. Okay, so again, because we are returning a result type from the main, like our monitor module, and it is returning a unit type for success and error for this thing, error in case we have received any error. So we can say simply like that, if let error error we, okay, we can do we have monitor, right? File monitor. Hmm, let's handle this file monitor. We have monitor and it take let's remove this thing, and it takes a path. So how can we give a path? We can say home. Users, Vipin. Uh, where should I give it this? Documents. Documents, let's say test folder. Yeah, give it this thing over here, test folder. It expects two arguments. Okay, if let error this thing. If it's an error, then simply we'll use println error ccu. Don't worry, we'll handle this thing later. Let's first create our shell. This thing, right? So it expects two arguments. Let's do this thing. Uh, let's say monitor. So handle events. All right, nice. We have 20 views. So guys, if you are watching this stream at any point of time, leave a like. I'm not sure if you are able to drag this status that progress bar onto the very start of this stream. But after closing the stream, you'll surely will be able to. So if you are watching this any point of the time, yes, we are creating a file watcher from the scratch, like a simple file watcher. So feel free to code along. Let me know in the chat or in comments in any point of time. I'll surely look out. If you want this code, please in GitHub. I'll surely push that. Right. So we have rain. Okay, let me plug in my battery. Yes. All right. So okay, so we have monitor. So let's do the function to start. Okay, mountain. Uh, Start mounting. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Uh, so this thing check status. It's returning a string. But now let's see nothing else. Argument if this end mute file monitor is missing. And mute file monitor. Okay, we are passing this thing, test folder and all, but we are having an error on this. It says it take and mute self. We have a file monitor, we have check status, we have this thing on the thing. It's returning a result. So when क्या बना रही है सर? यार वो मतलब आपने देखा होगा ना फाइल वॉचर, मतलब किसी भी डायरेक्टरी में फाइल में कोई भी चेंज होता है तो उसको ट्रैक करने के लिए, जैसे एक डायरेक्टरी तुम देते हो, उस डायरेक्टरी में जो कोई भी चेंज होता है फाइल से रिलेटेड, उसमें कोई कोई बंदा आके फाइल क्रिएट कर रहा है, फाइल मॉडिफाई हो रही है या कुछ भी हो रहा है, तो आपको उसका वो लॉग वगैरह मिल जाएंगे। एक्सटेंड कर सकते हो आप इसे किसी नेटवर्क पे भी हम एक्सटेंड करेंगे बाद में इन फ्यूचर। अभी तो सिंपल एक लेआउट बना रहे हैं कि सिंपल जैसे स्टार्ट करना होगा स्क्रैच से, तो बेसिक कहाँ से स्टार्ट करें, तो सबसे पहले फाइल वॉच करो, फिर इसको नेटवर्क पे इम्प्लीमेंट करो, लोकल नेटवर्क पे अगर क्या हो रहा है ये सब। बस ऐसे ही दिमाग पे आया तो सोचा लिख देते हैं। और आप बताइए कैसे चल रहा है? और guys please leave the like if you find this useful. uh, Great. So we have 20 views and 2 likes. That's good. तो अच्छा, इसमें ना एक अभी आप देख पा रहे होंगे, we have a problem over here. If you can guess if there is anyone. As you can see, it's saying that it expects 2 arguments. So if I go inside this start monitoring, I have used this self part. So can you guys guess if you have like ever experienced anything? what could be the issue over here? So we have created a struct and we have extended its implementation by using impl keyword. So can you guys tell me what could be the issue why the self is being considered as another as a independent variable kind of thing? Because as you can see, if I go on self dot handle event, it's taking one argument, though I have passed two because self is being like as a parameter. But if I call this start monitoring function, it is asking me to have a instance of this file monitor as self. So what can we do over here? What's missing? So if you are from a OOP background, you can know. So to create a new instance, we use new that we were creating at the very first, but we eventually we have left that. I don't know why. We focused on building this thing, but we can create it now. So we can do fn new. It will return self. We can do this, right? And over here, over here, we can simply, if we want to use this instance, then we can create a new instance and start calling from here. So you can start calling with the help of new, right? So, so instead of like directly calling check status, we can create a new instance because we have created a new function now, a kind of constructor that will initialize that struct. So what we can do, we can simply say uh, code file watcher file monitor dot because it's so we can do this. Now let's create an instance over here. Let mute monitor, we can say monitor is equal to this. Now we can simply use monitor dot check status. Okay, is it? Is it? Monitor dot start monitoring. Guys, if you have any questions, please. Which nvim distro is this, by the way? I'm using Astro nvim. Astro nvim with some modifications. So you can clone the Astro nvims thing on your config file and do some. Let me just show you. So let's go over here and so the keyboard that I have is having issues on implementing tilde. Let's do this cd. How can I do this? Control shift this? No. Window shift this? No. Let's do anyways. How can I get tilde? Function. Okay. Config cd and then so and then again. Yes. So this is the file. This is the that I copied from Astro nvim and did certain changes over here based on my requirement. So if I go over here, as you can see, few things that I changed. Plugins. like these things, uh, the LSP, the autocomplete and all. So, which astronym do you use, by the way? I have tried many, but I think Astro Envim is the one that I have been like very long. Okay. If you want this, these settings, I can post it on GitHub. I have it already, but maybe I did some changes and never posted it. I can do that as well. Also, I don't know which color theme that I'm using. I think it's night owl or something. I don't know. I forgot. Anyways, let's finish this thing. We need to do some changes over here as well. Check the status. We can follow the same strategy over here. If I do this, I can say if that error is monitor dot get status. Uh, this thing monitor dot check status. Okay, now we didn't find anything over here, so let's go and do some changes. We have check status over here. Let's go and do this thing. And instead of returning a string, we can return a result of unit type and error. We'll use box. Ah, no. What I'm doing. Instead of this, okay, I'll simply say this thing. Let's say println. We'll say util is up and running. Guys, if you are watching this, please leave a like. I think we have 2 likes and 24 views. That's hardly unlikely. Also, feel free to hang out on chat. All right. So we have updated our few functions over here. So what we did was we were simply returning a string or something like that. We have now returned a result type that has unit type as the success bar. And let's go over here. Now let's do one thing. It says file monitor dot start monitoring. Now let's copy this thing. Then we can say, now we'll use, now that we have created an instance, we'll say monitor dot, we have check status now. We'll say start monitoring. It will take a path now, and we can simply paste it. All right, I think we are good. Uh, let's do cargo build. All right, we are good. Now, let's quickly go through what we did. We created this file monitor, public struct, and we have started implementing. We started created a new folder just to initiate this instance, and with that instance, we'll create all these functions. So we created a check status method just in order to check the status of the application if it's up and running or not. It's a simple check, simple string return. Secondly, we have created a function called start monitoring. So we'll call this function start monitoring. It will handle few things. It will create a channel. It will watch a given directory, and then it will emit the events, and we will handle those events on this handle event function. So for now, we have only handled file and folder creation, but surely we can create multiple things over here like remove or modify and all. That is quite easy, as simple as that. That's the way that we have created. So if you are following along and maybe at the later point of time, you can definitely uh, try to implement other parts as well, like remove, modified, and something like that. And well, it's not up to this as well, because we have multiple things that we need to implement over here. We need to implement debouncing, and we have to keep track of the race condition as well. So it will not be like if multiple resources are accessing a file, then we have to keep track of the race conditions as well. And also we would not be like reporting each events if it's changing. We will have some debouncing also there. So just like on Amazon search bar or any search bar, what it does is it will not send the AP the call to the backend or somewhere to the source with every keystroke. So it wait for some time. It lets the user to input some value, and then it sends. So it would be less costly if user sends API request on each keystrokes. It's like huge load on the backend. So we will create something like that later to implement a debouncing kind of thing over here. For now, we have only created a create file and folder. We'll also only keep track of create file and folder. It's only a few lines of code if you want to implement remove, rename, and all. All right. So the build succeeded. We have implemented few things, and definitely it can be made more shorter. But I have handled each events. So definitely you can go with this kind of operator over here. So recommended virtual question mark to definitely propagate the error to the main file. But if you want to have more control over it, you can use the match statement over here, as you can see, right? So it's built. Now I need to figure out how can I show you guys if I want to change this thing. Let me just open. How can I do that? Let me just open another terminal. So guys, if you're watching this, please leave a like. We have 3 likes so far, and we have 25 views, and we have more than an hour of stream. Let me just change a few settings in OBS so that you can see my. Okay, yeah, you can see me. All right. Let me open terminal over here as well. Come on. Let's say cargo run. So as you can see, util is up and running. It will be shown on each time because it only shows us if the app is working fine. If there is any error, then this thing will not be there. Let's go on the given path. So for now, what we have hard coded over here is we have documents. Uh, we have a test folder. Okay. So as you can see, we haven't implemented a thing for access, so we are not getting any detail over here that we have accessed a folder, but we have implemented the handled the event for creating a file and folder, right? So let's do that. If I want to create and go ahead and let's say I am the one that is accessing the folder. So what I have kept that in mind is we can create this utility as a security software as well. So let's say if this is your main directory and some you don't want someone to access, but somehow someone brute force or something like that to access that folder, but now you need to keep track of the logs, right? So what you can do if some, let's say I'm the hacker and I want to create a new file over here, let's say virus.txt. So if I do that, as you can see, I have created a file, and at the same time you can see the log over here that says file created, that is a given path, and with the file, so entire path is over there. That's why we have used event dot path 0, right? So we have a log over here that says file created, right? Now let's say if I want to create a folder here as well, so mkdir. Now I want to create a folder named all viruses, all viruses, right? So if I go and enter this thing, as you can see, I have got a log over here that says folder created. So now this thing is keeping track of this directory that we have passed over here. So now remember, if you remember one thing, that we have passed a flag called recursive flag, right? uh, so let's see if this thing is working recursively. So what to check that, what we need to do is we need to create a folder inside this all virus folder. If I go and do this ls, you can see I have created these two things. Let me just clear this. If I do ls, you can see I have created all virus folder and virus.txt file, right? Now in order to check if this thing is working recursively, I need to go inside the all virus and start creating another file as well. Virus2.txt. It should report as well. So as you can see, it's returning this thing as well. It says file created, the entire path, test folder, all virus, virus2.txt. So as you can see, so this thing is working. It is keeping track of this directory. If I remove this thing, the events will not be reported. Why? Because we haven't handled those, right? We have only handled the file and folder creation part. So if I go inside test folder and we'll say rmrf virus, then it is not reported. So it says some other events occurred. So if you have remembered, we have handled the case with the underscore, right? So match statement, we have multiple match statements inside the match scope, right? That match section. So the events that matched with those events that we have created, like create file and folder, gets reported, and the underscore means that events that are not apart from those that we have declared out will be handled by this. So I removed this thing. It says some other event occurred, and that is fine too. So if I do rmrf or virus, it says some other event occurred, right? And if I do this, okay. So anyways, uh, all right. So as you can see, we have handled these things, create file and folder. So this was the basic setups that is needed to create a kind of a watcher that keep tracks of a directory that we have passed. Okay. And yeah, so if anyone watches it on later point of time, leave a like, and also if you have any questions, make sure to leave them on comments. I'll surely do. And if you are available here right now at the instance, you can hang out on chat. And if you want, I can push this code piece on the on GitHub so that you can tweak it around. All right. You can handle multiple events over here. If I do handle other events here, like remove and modify, like renaming and all. So if I go over here, so this is the create kind, right? So we have multiple event kind over here. We have access kind, create kind, modify kind, remove kind, and other. So you can implement all this thing. We have implemented a create kind. You can implement modify kind, remove kind, and access kind. That's fairly simple, just like that. Okay. Yes. So this was pretty much it. This was that Build the virtual log the events into, yes, of course, of course, of course, of course. So as I said, it's just a basic layout setup. You can definitely, you will have to send those on a file instead of a terminal. Again, it's again in memory thing, right? So if I close this code, every log will be vanished. But if you want to make it persist, then you will have to definitely, and it's a recommended way to keep those on a separate file with the timestamps, along with the timestamps as well. Multiple things are there. Definitely, you can tweak this thing. So you are absolutely right. You have to keep that on a file. Correct, correct, absolutely correct. Okay, so I think we have streamed 2 hours stream, and alright. Guys, if you're watching this, leave a like. We are going good so far. We have 4 likes, uh, 26 views on the Sunday. Though we have a good weather, still you guys prefer to watch a boring stream. So let me know in comments if you want this code piece on GitHub, or you can simply create. It's nothing too complicated over here. Simply create a main file, another thing, and handle all your functions and method inside this struct, all this struct, and handle the events from here. The main thing is it is fairly simple to start. The main thing is to handle the edge cases, right? So that's the important part. So that we'll do later on. So if you have any questions, post it on the chat. So we have this thing is access is okay. One thing that I'm curious about is the race conditions. So let's understand this. And get the race condition trading for example, Mutex can help to contribute. And the rest come on. I have it does not prevent the single disconnection movement that developer must still be pressured by the. Okay, guys, if you are watching this, leave a like. Feel free to hang out on chat. So we have created a basic structure of this file watcher. Make sure that you get it, and feel free to modify if you want. I can push it on GitHub, and also you can check out my other videos as well. If you think it's worth it, please do subscribe to channel. All right, we have increased our subscriber count to 205. That's good. So if anyone is there on chat who is currently working with Rust on any project, we can discuss that too. And um, mm, also, people, please leave a like. Uh, let's hang out. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay. Let me pin this. I posted this thing, I think yesterday. Yeah, yesterday or day before yesterday. So this has quite a good opening. If I go over here, this thing. Sizzle is hiring for junior dev. Interview process, application submit, cognitive test of 12 minutes, coding assessment, interview recruiters, interview with engineers, interview with engineering leadership. So the backend would be Golang backend, React, native frontend, AWS, GitLab, CI/CD, unit integration, and end testing. Uh, well, if you have quite of experience in unit testing or integration testing, please let me know. Maybe we can discuss about it. Mm, Okay, so the backend is Golang, front-end TypeScript. Let me do. All right. I have one thing. Let's figure out a few things. So this is my GitHub account, guys. Uh, you can follow me over here as well. It's matrx123. I repeat, matrx123. Uh, anyways, let's figure out few open source projects that you guys can contribute and explore. Let me say, but again, I'm telling you, you have to be very, really careful and be responsible about doing such things. Don't just go and spamming the repo. If I have something that is puzzle fs, yes. So if you want to go and start exploring, and if you have any, like, if you have some decent understanding, then you can definitely contribute on this thing. Quite a decent project this is. uh, I can see that there is something over here on 5 days ago, though the project is like fairly old, like 4 years ago. But you can definitely go and contribute. But again, don't spam the repo, and neither the maintainer. This guy Ariel is a decent guy. Definitely, it will help you out. So just go and start exploring this project. Again, be responsible. Don't spam this thing, and neither start like pushing things. Just go, take it on local, delete this file first of all, .git folder, so that it won't get uh, the git can't like not be able to track this thing, so it will be separately on your local. Then you can start exploring this project. Okay. Mm. So simply, if you want to search other project, you can simply go on git, and you can type rust over here. You will see all the projects related to rust. Then you can go and start exploring all this. Okay, so I think I should end the stream now. It was nice talking to you guys. Savan Bhandari, Rousing Gatoli, Bigga Gatoli. Thank you very much. And if in any later point of time, if you are watching this stream, give it a like, share this stream to your friends as well, and check out my other videos as well. And if you want to, if you are like seeing my other videos, I prefer you to put it on 1.5x or something like that. All right, see you later, guys. We'll definitely extend this implementation of this part, this file monitoring part, and we will definitely handle out the edge cases over here, like debouncing and race conditions and all. All right, thank you for joining, and see you later. Bye bye.